System corruption doesn't really need armor regeneration, let's be real. As long as you have something like the catharsis, you're good to go. But matching it up with armor regeneration is just next level survivability. The gameplay alone will convince you to put this build together, but I'm sure that by the end of this build breakdown, I'll explain it in such a way that you'll know that this is a really good build and that you should try it immediately. So, enough of the whole pish posh. I'm not fluffing this one up. This is a great build. Let's try out my system corruption armor regeneration build featuring the Pestilence. Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to show you a Pestilence system corruption build that you should use right now in Year 6 Season 2 for both PvE and PvP alike. This is a really fun build to use. I think I did a heroic 4 directive mission in like 8 minutes solo, just steamrolled through it. I like got, I don't know, like a 12 KDA or some crap in conflict with this crazy game. This build's crazy. It's a lot of fun. The buffs that have been given to this build since the latest update have made it even stronger, and that's why I'm showcasing it to you right now. So again, system corruption, get your hands on it, and let's go ahead and jump into it. So if that sounds good, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I'll add all the timestamps and everything after the live premiere so you can come back and then jump around using the timestamps. But I typically just do the build breakdown and then I will do all of the gameplay at the end. But the gameplay is a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it. It is pretty cool. This build is extremely strong, not only with the Pestilence stacks, but with also survivability, because you do have 3.2 million armor every single time you pop system corruption. Now you can do that 4 times a minute, so you're pretty much above 2 to 3 million armor the entire time you're playing. And if that's not good enough, you have the catharsis healing you and armor regeneration on top of that. You also have pulse resistance, so they can't see you in the dark zone. You can use this in the dark zone. You can use this in conflict. You can use this in the open world, and you can use this in missions alike. That's the fun thing about system corruption. You can use it everywhere. So I hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and jump into the build breakdown. Now, starting off at the top, we have the Gunner specialization. Now, the only real reason why I am using the Gunner specialization is for the survivability. I am using it for the 10% armor on kill for this build. That's it. So if you're not worried about the armor on kill, you can use whatever specialization you want. It doesn't hurt the build at all. I'm only using that because of the armor on kill and having that with system corruption. System corruption also gives you armor on kill. And then using something like the Pestilence with that Plague of the Outcast talent, it's a damage over time debuff, and every time it kills a skill or player, an enemy, whatever, you get that armor on kill every single time. And with the Plague of the Outcast spreading amongst all of the enemies, taking them all out, they all give you armor. So this is a really good build. This one's a lot of fun. I'm not lying. I had a smile on my face the whole time I was using this build for both PvE and PvP. A lot of fun. Now, everything is rolled armor regeneration. That's why it's an armor regeneration build. Because, yes, the system corruption does bump that 1.6 million armor to 3.2. That is true. And because of the backpack, that's what makes it possible. You get 100% bonus armor on top of your armor. And then with the chest piece, you get it every 15 seconds. So like I was saying, you can have 3.2 million armor 4 times a minute. And that's forever. Now, on top of that, we do have the catharsis, which did get a buff. It went from 1% weapon damage per stack to 1.5. So that's a 50% increase. really strong for this talent. Not only that, but every time it purges the stacks, it does drop that healing cloud, and it takes rid of all of those, status effects. It takes care of that for you. So you don't have to worry about skill builds really. With the armor regeneration, you don't really have to worry about, waiting for that extra bonus armor to kick in because you're already getting your armor back. And you have that armor on kill on top of it. Now, also with the system corruption, you get pulse resistance. So as long as you have one pulse resistance mod, you have full pulse resistance. So you can run this in conflict or the dark zone and don't have to worry about anybody pulsing you to find your location to jump you or anything like that. So this build, a lot of fun. Now, on top of that, a lot of people are like, well, you have no crit, you have no headshot, where's your damage coming from? Well, that's the glorious thing about the Pestilence. And the Pestilence got buffed. So it's rounded up to 100k total damage right now. And it has a 935 RPM. And that's standard for the Pestilence now. So this thing, a lot of fun to use. The Pestilence is top tier this update. It is a meta weapon. You will have so much fun with the Pestilence right now. All right. So enough giving you a summary. Let's go ahead and talk about the weapons. So for the weapons, I am only using the Pestilence for the entire video. For PvE and PvP, I'm just using the Pestilence. So you can use whatever secondary and sidearm you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make or break the build, and if it helps your playstyle, then by all means, use whatever it is. But for this video, I have the Slayer as my secondary, and I have the backup boomstick with Preservation as my sidearm. But the star of the show is the Pestilence. So like I said, it's sitting at 100k total damage, and that is maxed out. We are max on expertise, we are max on attributes, and we have max damage to armor with that damage to targets at a cover. So everything is max tippity top for this Pestilence. So that's why we're able to have that 100k base damage with only one red core. Pretty cool. Now, like I said, the base damage got buffed on the Pestilence and the RPM got buffed on the Pestilence, so it is a lot of fun. The only thing that I do not like is the reload speed. It is sitting at 4.5 seconds for the reload speed, which is atrocious, but the weapon is so much damn fun, it's worth it. I don't care. And, I mean, come on, the reload's 4 seconds, so you could shoot 2 magazines, hit your system corruptions, shoot 2 magazines, hit your system corruption. I mean, it's truly that simple, right? And speaking of which, let's talk about the build. So we are sitting, like I said, with 5 blue core attributes and 1 red. So we have 1.6 million armor base, and that is not with max expertise. The only thing that is max is the exotic mask, the catharsis. Everything else is pretty low on the expertise. So you could actually get this armor closer to 1.7 million armor with everything maxed out. Now, with that being said, it is system corruption, and we do have the chest piece and the backpack to get the most out of this gear set. Remember that the chest piece and the backpack give you an extra talent each to amplify that gear set. For example, the backpack comes with that extra talent, multi-threaded execution, which doubles your bonus armor, and that's what gets us to the 3.2 million armor. And then the chest piece gives you the extra compiler optimization, and this decreases the cooldown. So instead of having this 3 times every minute, you have it 4 times every minute. Now remember, Pestilence, the thing that makes it so special is the talent Plague of the Outcast. That is a damage over time debuff that only has to deal with weapon damage. Now the cool thing about that is system corruption. Every time we use the hack step protocol, we get weapon damage because of the bonus armor. And every time we take damage with the catharsis mask, we get weapon damage. And with the gloves, we have armor damage and LMG damage. So everything on the build, every single thing on this build helps out the Pestilence. And with that, we have the pulse resistance, we have the armor on kill, and we have the incoming repairs to go with the armor regeneration. So the build synergy is pretty much top tier. I do love System Corruption, but it is a rare set to have. And speaking of which, let's talk about System Corruption. So the System Corruption gear set, the only way of acquiring this gear set is from Season Legacy caches, from Conflict caches, or from the Dark Zone vendors, Dark Zone caches. Now, this was previously a PvP exclusive gear set, but it was also featured in one of our earlier seasons. So you can get this through Season Legacy caches as well. Not only that, but during the entire global event special, season that they just had, the redo of all the seasons with all the extra season caches, this was one of the gear sets that was showcased. So if you were able to do any of those seasonal redos during last season, you might have been able to stock up on System Corruption. Now, also, if you were able to play the game during that season with System Corruption, you might have the blueprints. So you can craft them if you have some System Corruption materials. All right, so enough about that. Let's talk about the gear set bonuses. So, what makes System Corruption so special? Well, it comes with its own unique mechanic. This is the only gear set in the game that gives you a infinite use armor kit. This is a forever use. You can use it as much as you want, up to 4 times a minute, because it does have that 15-second cooldown. Now, the bonuses, the 2-piece gives you armor on kill. That's why we have a armor on kill mod on this backpack, and that's why we have armor on kill with the gunner specialization. And with the pestilence and that damage over time, we're able to get more armor on kill because we're getting more kills overall with that pestilence spreading amongst all the enemies. Now, the 3-piece bonus does give us disrupt resistance, but more importantly, pulse resistance. Now, everyone in the game gets 50% pulse resistance off the rip, and with this, you get another 40%, which bumps you up to 90. And then that's why I said with one pulse resistance mod at 10%, you're able to be at fully 100% pulse resistant. And then finally, the 4-piece. This is where shit gets real. Sorry, excuse my language, but it's true. It's called the Hack Step Protocol Talent. Now, this replaces your armor kit with a instant, infinite use ability. This thing not only repairs your armor, but then it gives you 100% bonus armor. So you're technically getting 120% armor every time you pop it, 20% normal armor, and 100% bonus armor. On top of that, it hides your nameplate. So if you're getting chased by rogues or whatever and you hit this, it hides you. And you're pulse resistant, so they can't see you on pulse. On top of that, you get weapon damage. So it increases your total weapon damage by 2% for every 5% bonus armor up to 20%. So you get the 20% bonus armor right there. Booyah! Our bonus weapon damage right there. So you get weapon damage for the pestilence, you get armor repair, and you get bonus armor. And it hides your nameplate. And you're pulse resistant. Alright, so that's the System Corruption set. Now, as far as the attributes, we have armor for the core and armor regen for everything. Armor on kill mod for the backpack, and a pulse resistance mod for the chest piece. But again, armor regen for the chest piece. For the knee pads, armor regen. And for the holster, this one, weapon damage armor regen. Because remember, I'm able to have 2 reds and still have all that survivability. Now, as far as the gloves, these are the contractor's gloves. They are best in slot, especially when you're using an LMG. So the contractor's gloves are named Petrov gloves that give you LMG damage from the brand set bonus and armor damage as a normal attribute. Both of those increase your pestilence overall damage and the damage to the Plague of the Outcast talent. Now, this one is rolled armor regen because I wanted more survivability. And I don't need crit or headshot or anything because the Pestilence is just based off of weapon damage. And all of my gear and talents have everything to do with increasing that weapon damage. And then also I have weapon damage for the core here, just because I could feel a difference between having 1.8 million armor to 1.6 million armor. And I really feel that the 1.6 million armor, you have more umph in your damage. And every time you pop that bonus armor, you're still super beefy. It's worth it. I think the 1.6 million armor is the sweet spot for this build. Now, what puts it all together and makes it even better is the Catharsis mask. I'm sorry. I'm in a good mood. I don't care. So the Catharsis is the exotic mask that not only heals you, takes away status effects, but it increases your weapon damage. And it comes with armor regen and incoming repairs. I put an incoming repairs mod on here, and it has armor for the core. Now, the talent is called Vicious Cycle. So every time you take damage, you get weapon damage, basically. It's 1.5% weapon damage for every stack, going up to, 30? So you get 45% weapon damage at max. And then whenever you take damage at max stacks, it heals you and takes away all status effects. So, I mean, this thing is really, really strong for survivability. Now, as far as the skills, I do have a jammer pulse to get rid of enemy skills, and I am running a striker drone for PvE and explosive sticky bomb or explosive seeker mine, for PvP. Now let's finish up with the stats, and I'll get you out of here. So the weapon damage, we are sitting at 100k weapon damage, 33.3k for PvP. The crits are all minimum with the headshot. It's all minimum because we're using a Pestilence. We don't care about that. However, we do have 14% armor damage, and then don't forget about the damage to targets at a cover. For the offensive tab, we're sitting at 67% all weapons damage bonus and 40% LMG damage bonus. So every time we're using the Pestilence, we are sitting at 107% damage bonus total, and that's with that 3.2 million armor and the Catharsis and all that extra damage on top of it. Pretty cool. Now, finishing up with the defensive tab, we are rounded up to 1.6 million armor. We have over 400k armor on kill with just under 30k armor regen per second, 363k health with 100% pulse resistance and 10% explosive and hazard protection, but that's due to my watch level. So here is my disclaimer for all my build videos. I am sitting at watch level 10,668. That means all these boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. Now, if you are at or above shade level 1000, you can copy and paste my build and get the exact same numbers and results. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these boxes are going to be lower. They're not going to be maxed out. Therefore, whenever you go to copy and paste my build, some of your numbers are going to be lower. It's okay. Don't freak out. It's still a great build to use. I promise you. Just put it together and let me know what you think in the comment section below. I know you're going to like this one. You're going to like the way you feel. I promise. But that's it for the build breakdown. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay. It's a juicy one. Some good PvE and PvP gameplay. But that's it for me. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Hit that like, subscribe. You know the whole YouTube spiel. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. And peace out. Oh, yeah. And roll that gameplay footage. And here we go with some PvP gameplay. This is going to be the system corruption with the Pestilence and, what was it? The Catharsis, right? There we go. And, well, the Pestilence and the Catharsis both got nice buffs this recent update with Shades of Red. So matching it up with something like System Corruption and, armor regeneration on top of that, I mean, come on. 3.2 million armor, and you have armor regeneration on top with Catharsis heals? Like, forget about it. You know what I mean? On top of that, you have incoming repairs and pulse resistance, so they can't get pulse damage on you. And, the armor on kill. Psh, I didn't even talk about the armor on kill. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Anyways, We are doing PvP gameplay. This is the map Fort McNair, and the game mode is Skirmish. So this is going to be 4v4 PvP gameplay. First team to 20 kills wins. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing, you know, and shout out where you're from. It's always cool to see where everyone's from. Yo, look at this good group. Good-looking group of agents. I dig it. I like that guy's visor. Pretty dope. Here we go. Wish me luck. Win or lose. Should be a good one. System corruption never really fails. It's pretty damn good set. And remember, for system corruption, it was a season legacy, so you can get it from season legacy caches. You can also craft it if you were playing the game during those seasons. And you can get it from conflict caches or the DZ or DZ caches. All right, here we go. PvP gameplay.
Wipe out the enemy before you run out of
Run! All right, now shout out to my team. And shout out to the other team. Looks like we have one low level and they have one low level. Fair enough. All right, here we go.
Hostile explosive seeker mine detected.
System corruption.
Hostile seeker mine detected.
There's one right.
An agent needs assistance.
Come on. Got him. There's his buddy. Got him. Alright, push. Push, push, push. System corruption, baby. A little bit of armor regen, never hurt anybody. Oh!
Serious trauma detected.
Ouch. Have to heal up. Stand by. There we go. Oh, got him with the pesty. This is game, dude. This was a really quick game. Spawns flipped. Dude, we're already 6-0-4. Yeesh. I've had my hand in 10 out of the 12 kills already. That's pretty crazy.
Hostile seeker mine detected. Boost about to come online. Hostile explosive seeker mine detected. Boost now active.
I'm gonna go for that boost. Yo, that dude's name is Build-A-Bear. I love it. Oh,
An agent needs assistance.
and Build-A-Bear's down.
The boost is being taken by allies.
Alright.
Allies have acquired the boost.
The enemy is about to be pulled out.
Spawn's
You're
flipped
too
again.
strong for them. There's no pulling
Run!
out. Keep fighting. The rogues have run out of reinforcements. You can win this.
This was a really close one. I meant a really quick one. My bad. My bad.
Hostile defender drone detected.
He tried. That last guy's on a tick. GG's. GG's.
You won. Well done.
Very nice. I like. The Pestilence Corruption. Hey, MVP, let's go. This thing is unstoppable, man. 1.4 million XP. Just went 8-0-4. 16.3 million damage. Nice. GG's, let's go. Alright, I'm running over here to do some PvE gameplay. Heroic, 4 directives. Let's change the Seeker Mine to a drone. Alright, let's go. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up, support the channel. You know the spiel.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons forces.
Here we
If
go,
they maintain
here we
this
go,
outpost,
here we go.
the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Oh, of course, it's a freaking heavy. Stand by. Oh, come on. With this heavy, man.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Dude, this heavy still isn't down. There we go. Alright.
Got a visual on additional
Ooh, yeah.
hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate.
Keep it going, keep it going. Try to get a good time. Oh.
Serious trauma detected.
Oops. There we go. Trying to reload too much. Alright, keep it going. Yo, that freaking heavy.
You're done for. You're just
There we go.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh, there's still one to my left. Oh. There we go. Oh, of course you get me that grenade. Stand by. Yo. guy is lobbing him like he's Brett Favre.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
All
Yeah,
clear.
that can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter.
Keep it going. Come on.
Hey, did you hear that?
Nice. Very good.
The truce
Very
doesn't turn the
good.
memorial into a base. There's an area
Yeah,
beneath
this
you with
this
increased
build's
security.
actually very
Isaac can't access
smooth.
data on this location.
It's a really
Stay
good
alert.
build.
I don't know what you're walking into.
The survivability is there. I don't have to worry about my armor. The reload is, it's okay. I mean, I wish my reload was a little bit better. But everything else, good to go. Hey, look at that. I'm 10,666. But no, this feels good. I highly recommend trying this build. It feels really good.
There you are.
Oh, come on. Oh, exotic. Exotic. Sacrum Imperium. Nice. Go, let's go. Got a Sacrum Imperium out of that. Nice. Lucky, lucky. Yo, we are running through this mission. And just a reminder, this is a heroic with 4 directives. And we are just running
According
through
to
it.
the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars loaded with DC-62.
Nice. Yo, steamrolling through it, man. Like, really quick for a Pestilence build. And it's kind of a tank, right? 1.6 million. You know?
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
Kind of like a tank hybrid, if I'm being honest. And pop it. Look at that. Look at that. And pulse and pop it. Oh yeah, perfect. Thank you. Oh, another exotic. Oh my gosh. This might be the luckiest build I've had in a long time. Double exotic. Yo, if you've gotten a double exotic off of just a normal mission like this, let me know. This is super rare for me.
Good work. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.
GG's. Another Sacrum Imperium. 2 of them. Yo, we just ran through that in like 9 minutes.
I know they would have used those
With
weapons
a
on
with a
us, and we
freaking
would've
pestilence
left like
system
cats on.
corruption build, man.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to have you on our side. Thank you.
GG's. GG's.
Today, we dealt a great blow to the True Sun's infrastructure. We confiscated a massive
This thing
cache of
feels
chemical
really
weapons and eliminated the stronghold near the campus. You should be proud. You saved a lot of lives today.
I highly recommend, highly recommend you try this build. Try this build, please. Yo, I just did that in 8 minutes. Come on, man. With a pestilence build? Come on. System corruption? Let's go. Not even Hunter's Fury or Lady Death. We are running through this heroic with 4 directives. Alright, you've seen PvP, you've seen PvE. Enough said. Put the build together. Try it out for yourself. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Hit the like, subscribe, support the channel. I do daily Division content, so make sure you ring that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one, alright? Take care of yourself. Peace out.